Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to 24 Chambers of Film. I'm Steven, and I'm here with Nathan, as always. And we got a trailer reaction today of the movie called The Apprentice, uh, based on Donald Trump's early life. And Sebastian Stan is playing Donald Trump. I've been aware of this because it's been in the festival circuit. I think it played at Cohn. Do you know anything about this, Nathan? Is this completely out of the blue?
No, but I will tell you right now that I am pretty disappointed that they decided to go with Sebastian Stan and not Shane Gillis as Donald Trump in this one. I don't
Well,
know
I
if
don't
you've
think
seen
that.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I've
I don't know if
seen
you've
his.
seen Shane Gillis's Trump impersonation, like how
Yeah,
he's been
but
doing the
that's old
rounds with.
Trump. That's old Trump. This movie is only young Trump.
Ah, okay.
So they're not doing
Okay.
there. You're seeing like the rise of Donald Trump, like
Well,
in
I'll
his
tell you this much.
business
Again, I don't
endeavors.
know what this movie is. I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't seen anything about it, but there needs to be an
obviously
ending where
those.
they show there needs to be an ending where they show old Trump and Shane Gillis does that one.
Yeah,
That
no, I
guy
mean he
is
would be great
hilarious.
at doing him or Jamie Foxx.
What the hell does has Jamie Foxx done a Trump impersonation?
It's might be better than Shane Gillis's Trump impersonation. It's at least on the
Well,
same
that
level.
I think the
Obviously,
thing
like for
about
a
Shane Gillis,
movie, Shane Gillis could
the
maybe
thing that
like.
Shane, the thing that Shane Gillis does though is he puts on the full suit and the wig and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
so it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
it looks real
No,
good.
but
But
Jamie
all right, well,
Foxx's impersonation is like pretty crazy spot on. But anyways, all right, let's get into the trailer reaction. We're getting off topic. All right, so three, two, one, go.
Yes,
Hello, this is Donald Trump from Mr. Cohn. Thank you so much.
Donald who?
Roy Cohn, nice to meet you.
Leroy Cohn from all the papers. Yeah, you're brutal.
Guilty as charged.
Roy Cohn is a crook. He's been indicted 3 times.
I'm gonna let you
I
in
like
on a
the
little secret.
look of the
People
film that they're
like
giving
me
it.
because I'm a winner.
How do you win?
The first rule is the simplest: attack, attack, attack.
It's going to be the finest building in the country, in the world. It's going to be spectacular.
Rule 2. Admit nothing, deny everything.
I guess Trump really stuck to that, huh?
Rule 3. No matter what happens, you
His
claim
voice sounds pretty
victory
good.
and never
Yeah.
admit defeat. I record everything in case I need it.
Well, that's illegal.
You have to be willing to do anything.
It's crazy. I feel like Donald Trump has become a caricature of himself as he's gotten older. Like
There are 2 types
he
of
doesn't seem
people.
like a real
There are
person
winners
anymore.
and there are losers.
You're over leveraged and have debt up to your ears.
I know what I'm doing.
He did a pretty good job,
Yeah.
analyzing him.
Don't you forget, I made you.
We have a brand new campaign slogan. Let's make America great again.
Well, I like the again part.
Okay. Interesting.
So this has already been released in like film festivals.
Yes, it's playing in film festivals this year. Yeah. All right, so that was the trailer for The Apprentice. What are your thoughts, Nate? Initial thoughts after seeing the trailer?
I mean, Sebastian Stan looks like I think they did a good job, like stylizing
Mhm.
his face to look like him, or at least have some of his features. His voice sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting how they're dropping this now. Like, they probably made sure to get this thing out before the election was over. Like,
Yeah.
crazy that they're dropping it, a little bit of, I don't know the exact date when whatever the polls happen, but they're making sure they're dropping it a month before. So I feel like that's kind of crazy that like not crazy that they're doing that, but
Not
I feel
crazy,
like
but yeah.
I'm surprised that there's no, like, pushback towards any of that happening. I mean, again, I don't know how the movie paints him or anything, but you would think, like, you don't want anything because just from the trailer, it almost gives me like they're trying to paint him almost like a Wolf of Wall it has that Wolf of Wall Street
A
feel,
little bit,
I
yeah,
get,
yeah.
you know? So, if I were him, I'd be like, "Dude, you're not releasing that." Like, I'd tie it up in litigation as much as possible, right? Until the whole thing blows over. Obviously, if you're on the other side, you want that released, as much as possible.
I don't
Um
think Donald Trump would care. He's done so many things publicly that
Yeah,
why would he
yeah, I
even give a
guess.
shit?
Well, what's funny is in
And
the
he's
trailer
so
where he
and
said
he's so good at
and
just like blowing it off and calling it as like fake, so
well, it's funny because in the trailer, the guy says, "Deny everything," or whatever, but I feel like he just like, "I don't give a F," and he just does it, you know?
Well, he
and
does
doesn't
deny a
deny
lot of
anything.
things. When they ask him straight up questions, he'll deny it, and
No, but then there's like crazy shit that you would think he would deny that he doesn't deny. You know,
yeah, I guess that's
so
true.
it's like
It works
it's
both
not.
ways.
Yeah, the guy. Oh man, the guy that he's trying to get the meeting
Jeremy,
with, that Cohen guy. I
yeah,
recognize him from The Big Short, but that guy has a face that just
no,
looks like someone you can't
yeah,
trust.
that's Jeremy Strong. He's in that show, Succession, which is obviously a very popular show. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff. That guy, yeah, he's a good actor. But obviously, we're getting the early days of Trump, like kind of him being mentored into the business entrepreneur world. And yeah, I mean, to me, it looks interesting. The filmmaker, I know he did that movie Borders. I don't know if you've
Oh,
seen
I
it
think I've
about
seen that.
like the two trolls. Or like they're like border patrol trolls, like literally trolls, from like Middle Earth, that type of thing. And
No.
then he did that movie Holy Spider, which I want to see. I haven't seen. Ali Abbasi is his name. I've heard good things about him, but that movie Holy Spider is on Netflix, so I do want to check it out. But that came out like 2 years ago. But yeah, like I said, I've heard mostly pretty good things about this. Like the movie's done well. Is it gonna paint Trump in a good way? Probably not, because he's who he is, and if you're gonna paint it accurately, you're gonna see a bunch of, I think, stuff that's not flattering. Uh, but yeah, I hope it's done. At least looks like he put effort into making a good quality movie about this guy, not trying to make like some. It doesn't seem like it seems like a neutral, the stance, even though it's, who knows, maybe it's not. But from what I see in the trailer, it doesn't seem like it's trying to harp on anything too like negative about him. It's just kind of going by like what is known, of his rise to business. So I don't think it's going to be too heavily like, it's obviously not going to go into like his presidential run or anything like that. It seems like it's a moment of time in Donald Trump's life, and this is when he was getting into the entrepreneur business, so hotels and all that stuff early on, which I like. I like when it comes to biopics. I like biopics that aren't like, oh, when he was a kid, and then when he's in high school, and then when he gets his break. It's that very formulaic thing that's by the numbers. I don't really care for that. I like biopics that are more like a moment in time, or you get specific moments that are monumental to that person. So I feel like this is more an interesting take than just trying to do like a regular biopic of Donald Trump.
One thing I hope is that it's not just something put together because they're trying to be opportunistic, with like the time that's right now, which is him running for president. Because it's not coincidence that they're releasing it when they're releasing it, right? This was probably planned from the very beginning. So I'm hoping that doesn't make it a less quality film, because they're like, we got to hit this certain release date, make sure we get it out there and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it doesn't look like that. I like the way that the like
The
the
style,
the
yeah,
the style that the film has. It does make it look like it's taking place back, in the
in the
day, and that's
80s,
what
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm like. I like when they do that with the movies, because it takes you back to that time frame. So I really, I get again. I mean, I'll probably watch. I don't know about. I'm probably not going to watch it in theaters, but I would
Hmm.
watch it when it comes to streaming. And then but I just hope it's like not rushed, right? Like, just because they're
Hmm.
like, we got to hit a certain time frame, right? Because that's, if anything, that's one of the things that kills movies, when they're on a deadline to
Yeah,
to get out by a certain date, and then they cut corners where they can cut corners and stuff. But as far as the festivals, like, has it had pretty positive reviews?
I think it's gotten like kind of like split in the middle. Like, oh, people really like it. Some people just don't like it because it's a spotlight on Donald Trump. But from the majority, I'm getting that it's a well-made movie. Sebastian Stan is great as Donald Trump. Those are kind of like the key phrases that I've seen in like the headlines when I see any. I haven't read it in depth because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. So when it comes to those reviews, I really kind of just check like the blurb of it, and because those aren't really spoiler things. So yeah, from what I've read, it seems like a little divisive, but
Here's a
well
spoiler: he ends up
made.
running for president.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I like Sebastian Stan. I think he looks like he's gonna do a great job as Donald Trump. And Jeremy Strong's a good actor. He looks interesting in this movie, like a mentor of Donald Trump. Yeah, I'd be curious how much is made for Hollywood and what is what is actually taken from real sources about Donald Trump. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll check it out in theaters. Depends what's going up against. Um, so yeah, I'll probably for sure end up catching it and streaming, but maybe in theaters if it's a slow weekend or something and it's playing.
Kind of funny though, that they called it The Apprentice, right? Because the first thing I
Yeah,
thought of was like, "Oh, is it about the making of the show?"
that was show.
And, like,
Yeah,
behind the
yeah,
scenes and all that kinda stuff? That was, like, the
yeah.
first thing that came to my mind. But, I mean, it makes sense with what
Well,
the
he was literally an apprentice at some
yeah,
point,
it makes
basically.
sense.
So that makes sense.
It
Yeah,
makes sense what they're calling that, but, yeah, the first thought was, like, about the show,
yeah. It's
you
for a
know?
reality
So,
show. Yeah, no, true. But yeah,
but
I mean that's all I got for it. I mean, unless you want to add anything before we close out.
no, just, appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys smash a like on the video. Let us know, if you guys are gonna be interested in watching the movie as far as, I think it's a part of kind of crazy to think about it, but it's like a part of Donald Trump's like life that really kind of gets pushed to the side now because everyone just talks about his time in office and everything
Right.
that's gone on
So
surrounding that. So you
polarizing
almost,
now.
yeah, you almost forget like whatever has happened in his past. Let us know if you're going to be watching it. Let us know if you're interested in this type of biopic film, and let us know your thoughts on what you think about it if you've seen it already, if you happen to catch it at one of the film festivals. With that said, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate if you guys smack a like on the video and if you subscribe to the channel. I'm Nathan. This is Steven, and this is 24 Chambers of Film. Peace.